I opened my eyes to find the person lying next to me had moved.
Their hair was brushing against my face and neck, tickling me.
Sadvi, still dressed in her clothes from last night's party, was sleeping peacefully with her head turned toward me, emitting soft snores.
I yawned and sat up.
A grimace took over my face as I felt a massive headache coming on, making me regret every drop of alcohol I had consumed the night before.
Massaging my temples, I studied my surroundings. Sunbeams streamed through the half-open curtains, illuminating the light blue walls of Addison's room.
The large bed, which the three of us had squeezed into the night before, sat in the middle of the room.
Next to the bed was a small stool holding my earrings, Sadvi's jewelry, and a small lamp.
On the other side stood a wooden dressing table with a long mirror.
The room was minimalist, the exact opposite of mine. I silently got out of bed and went to the adjoining bathroom to freshen up. At the sink, I flinched at my reflection. Mascara had run down my cheeks and my makeup was smeared everywhere. I had the face of a zombie. My tousled morning hair complemented the look perfectly.
Like Sadvi, I was still in my evening dress, now wrinkled and rumpled.
My hangover was very real. I am never drinking again.
There was a knock on the door just as I finished washing my face.
I opened it to find a sweaty Addison in a tank top and yoga pants. I assumed she was coming back from a morning run. Unlike us, she hadn't been drinking, so she actually looked refreshed.
Your dad is coming to pick you up. He'll be here in an hour, and Mom wants you to have breakfast with us.
I nodded, wondering if my aunt knew her niece had shown up drunk at her door.
Addison didn't seem worried. She had much more experience with the consequences of high school parties than I did. Sadvi was still snoring deeply when I finally managed to come out of the bathroom. Addison looked up from her phone as I carefully sat next to her on the bed.
Do you remember last night, cousin?
I drank a little too much, but not so much that I have memory lapses. Yes, I remember.
You were crying when we got home. I kept asking you if something was wrong, but you just cried and wouldn't say a word.
The blurry memory of the encounter with Ethan flashed through my mind. His words had left a deep, stinging impact, a slumming pig. I already knew I didn't belong. It was unusual for a curvy girl like me to hang out with the beautiful, popular crowd.
After finding Addison and Sadvi at the party, we had headed back here. Addison was having a hard time managing Sadvi, who was in much worse shape than I was.
As we had passed Ethan's house, something clicked. My brain replayed his humiliations over and over, and the tears had started to flow on their own. My emotions had been heightened by the alcohol.
Seeing her worry about me now, I felt bad for being so withdrawn. My embarrassment still prevented me from revealing the truth.
It's nothing.
I left you with Damien, thinking he would take care of you. I've known him since we were kids, but he was drunk, and you never know with men. Did he?
No, he didn't do anything. I actually had fun with him. Maybe I was crying because we were about to kiss and someone interrupted us. Seeing Addison go as far as to suspect her childhood friend because of me scared me, so I immediately fabricated the lie.
So that's it? You were going to kiss him? You looked so cute together while dancing.
We were only going to kiss to spite Ethan, which was a terrible idea. We were drunk, Addison. I'm relieved nothing happened. It would have been very embarrassing for both of us.
Why wouldn't he want you? You are beautiful.
She pinched my cheeks hard, and so cute. Don't do that. It hurts.
It's not surprising that Damien likes you. Have confidence in yourself, Casey.
It's easy to say when you look like you do. I don't meet many people's standards. I'm fat.
No, you're not fat, Addison replied immediately. Sure, you're curvy, but that makes you unique. You should be proud of that, little sister.
I shrugged. I was sure many people, Ethan included, would disagree.
So, what interrupted the kiss?
I don't remember exactly. I lied. Before I could say more, she stood up and smacked Sadvi on the back.
Still asleep, Sadvi let out a moan and flipped her body to the other side.
I won't get rid of her until this afternoon. Addison sighed.
Let's go. Mom is waiting.
Aunt Clarissa was in the kitchen making omelets. She and Addison looked alike, though Addison was taller and thinner than her mother.
When she looked at us, I was surprised to find her smiling. Maybe she didn't know?
Your dad will be here soon, and he knows about the alcohol. Prepare yourself. Try to limit the damage.
I looked at her. My headache intensified.
Mom! Why did you tell him? He'll freak out and stop Casey from going to any more parties.
Addison, you brought her under my roof. You can't expect me to hide it from her parents. They are family. Besides, you underestimate your uncle. He's protective, but he'll understand she's growing up.
I could only nod at her optimism.
The delicious food was a godsend. My headache finally began to fade. We had breakfast, chatting about school. Auntie was a wonderful host. Michael Davis, my mother's brother, was away on a business trip, so it was just us. When he arrived with a dark look on his face, I hid behind Addison. Fortunately, my aunt spoke to him first, which eased his anger, but he was still clearly irritated.
Didn't I forbid alcohol? What else have you done that I don't know about?
I promise it was just the alcohol.
Casey, I'm not sure how to handle this. This is the first time this has happened.
But you're 18, an adult. I think I'll let your mother handle the punishment.
I sighed inwardly. Mom was much gentler.
At least tell me you enjoyed the party.
It was great. Until Ethan. Now that the worst was over, I couldn't wait to get home and nap.
But then Ethan's warning echoed in my head. I will take care of your case at school. I rested my head against the window, lacking the energy to worry about tomorrow.